Okay, so I went back to the EEOC's website. I'm over on the page Facts About Sexual Harassment, and I'm reading some information that they have here that gives more details about what sexual harassment is. And it says sexual harassment is a form of sex discrimination that violates Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Title VII applies to employers with 15 or more employees, including state and local governments. It also applies to employment agencies and to labor organizations, as well as to the federal government. Unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature constitute sexual harassment when this conduct explicitly or implicitly affects an individual's employment unreasonably, interferes with an individual's work performance, or creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. And I'm not going to read the rest of this. You can read it at your own leisure. This is a little bit more in depth than the other page that I was reading a few days ago. Some key operative words and phrases are unwelcome sexual advances. Conduct of a sexual nature constitutes sexual harassment, and creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. So those are the key, in my opinion, key operative and critical words, but at the same time, they're still somewhat ambiguous and broad and open to interpretation, because they can mean different things to many different people. You know, some things are pretty black and white or cut and dry. Some types of behaviors, like I would say, if someone were to grope you, or to pinch you, or to slap you on your buttocks, that's obvious an example of outright egregious and unequivocal sexual harassment. But then there's other behaviors that are more cut and dry that would probably be considered offensive to other people and egregious to other people. And I'm going to give you a personal example of what I would consider something more gray area as opposed to egregious and unequivocal. When I was taking a course at the university, there was this one professor, an older white guy, and during one of his lectures, he began to stare at my breast. Now, he only stared for like maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and when he caught himself, he lifted his eyes from my breast and we made eye contact. And at the moment that we made eye contact, I smiled at him as if to say, "You're busted." And immediately his face turned red and he shut his eyes very tightly, as if that would somehow take back the fact that he got caught staring at my breast. So, I mean, I didn't find it offensive at all. It didn't make me feel uncomfortable at all. As a matter of fact, I kind of felt flattered by it. I was dressed pretty much conservatively because my whole chest area was covered. It's not like I was showing any cleavage, but I'm what you would say is what you would call is a top heavy or buxom woman. And I think most heterosexual males would probably be attracted to a woman who is buxom or top heavy. So I don't think he was doing anything out of the ordinary, and basically he was doing what he was supposed to be doing, something that came naturally to him. So I don't see anything wrong with what he did, because it's not like he was gawking, and it's not like the dude was foaming at the mouth and his eyes were jutting out of his eyeball socket, and you know, it's not like he developed a big boner right there on the spot. And obviously he was embarrassed by what he did, and I don't think it was his intention to make me feel uncomfortable. So I wouldn't classify that as an instance of sexual harassment, but maybe someone else sitting in that classroom that may have witnessed it, or someone who was in that situation, another female student may have considered it sexual harassment and wanted to report it. So it's just a quick video on my thoughts about this matter, and I'll probably be uploading a few more videos about this topic, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you.